Hello, welcome back to the Smudging Sage Tarot, and welcome back to me after a while absent from YouTube. Here I am smudging my sage to eliminate any negativity, to bring light and clarity into our readings. This reading is a tarot reading and oracle reading for the collective, and it's called What is the next step in your relationship? This spread is layered with emotional map for anyone feeling unsure about how to move forward in a connection, whether it's romantic, platonic, or a soul contract. So here we have three piles, okay, that bring their voices together to reveal insights and shadow and healing. So I show you the cards. You pick one. This is the first card. 39, create silence. Second pile, card number 27, embrace friendship. How beautiful is this card? Those cards are all marvelous. Hafiz is, those are the Hafiz oracle. They are marvelous. Okay. 31, retreat. My God, look at this card. Okay, now you can pause the video and think about it, make your choice, and let's start from the first pile. First card, create silence. This card calls for sacred stillness. So this makes me think, like in your relationship, there is need to pause, okay? Not to disconnect, I'm not talking about that, and just take what resonates with you or what feels like good for you. This is a call for a deep listening. You see, really deeply listen, not just to the other person, but to yourself too. So the space between words, okay, is where truth is born. When I say the space between words, I am talking about the silence, that moment between one word and another one. It's really where you are. So, and the truth is born there. The silence becomes the ground for clarity, healing, and authentic connection. Oh my God, feels so good. This could also be like an invitation to a little bit of a meditation, but not just when we me too, when I think about, wow, I have to meditate, and then it falls like a rock, because as a Sagittarius, my life is moving, running, doing. That's why I feel so heavy, but I do meditate anyway. And I tell you, it's something else. And you don't have to stay there and be zen. It can be just even 2 minutes, just breathe in Breathe in, inhale from the nose, exhale from the mouth, very slowly, without making any noises. And then the muscles in our body relax. And you feel, we start to feel good and connected. So, I have to figure out how to put the cards with this landscape, but it's okay, doesn't matter, I'll find a way. So this card comes with the kind of a question: what truth can emerge if I stop explaining, proving, or fearing silence? This is a big, yeah? So, from the Akashic Record Tarot, we have the card One of Keys, the Architect. So this card tells me that you are in a phase of conscious co-creation. This is a powerful moment to envision what you want your connection to become. Wow, that's awesome. It's no longer about discovering what the relationship is. It's about building its foundation with shared intention. But this vision can only arise from within the silence. Okay, I see. How interesting. This is really about co-creating your reality, and it's like meditating, or if you want, sitting still, staying still, and either just think about what you want next in your relationship, and creating this like an architect, or just, asking yourself, what do we really want to build together, and what are we building it on? So this is a question you can ask to your partner, or this is a question that you can ask yourself during a moment of stillness, okay? During a moments of silence. So this really makes me think about your power of manifestation and the unbelievable possibilities, things that you can see, that you can create. And look at the end of this. I think it's the architect in question is pointing something. And it's also like saying, okay, now you come to creation. You can really create what you want. And it's all a matter of envision. Visualize what you want. Because what I feel now is that you really are in a moment of great manifestation power. Let's pull another card. I have a few cards here. Okay, the Two of Inspiration. Oh, here you go. Two of Inspiration in reverse, which is the Two of Wands in the traditional deck. Oh, the Magician. I love this card. Okay, let's start from this. The reversed Two of Wands shows hesitation. You may feel stuck at a crossroad, unsure whether to leap or retreat. Fear of making the wrong move can paralyze you. Yeah. This energy is amplified by the overthinking and the fear of loss. So this is quite a hard spot now to be. But the magician that is on the side of this card, this is very good news. This is a very beautiful, creative. It's a card that talks about self-power, asserting yourself. You know you can create. And even though there are moments in our life when we feel a little bit more scared, weak, whatever is the reason, this card puts everything in order. Tenders as an alchemist, you know. You have everything you need. Everything. You are the magician. The tools are in your hands. This card reminds you that manifestation requires clarity, okay? Belief and emotional presence. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. You are the moment, my dear pile number one, okay? You are not stuck. You are waiting for the courage to claim your power. And this card specifically gives me this message of, you know, connecting with your higher self. Probably you can do this kind of meditation, visualization, okay? Kind of saying, I'm a clear and open channel to connect with my higher self or with the universe. You see this movement here, really visualizing this connection with your higher self. And I know you can do it. And you know what? Sometimes when you feel insecure, you just make a little step. Just a little step. Let's see how you can overcome this fear, okay? Yeah, I have more cards. Let's see if... Okay, so this is the Six of Swords in reverse. Let's see if I can put it here. I put it here, okay. I have more room here, okay. The Page of Wands. I think there is room for another card. Let's see. And the Tower in reverse. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now it's straight. Okay. Let's see. With the Six of Swords in reverse, you are resisting a needed mental or emotional departure, okay? Something old needs to be left behind, but you are still carrying it. And this is so normal, it's so common, okay? So don't feel like, oh my God, I'm not able to release this weight. Just think about it. Just tell yourself, I can release it. I don't need to carry it. Or even better, what I am carrying, doesn't need to be carried anymore. So it's double vain effort, okay? You cannot carry it any longer, and what you are carrying doesn't want to be carried any longer, okay? This is the energy I'm getting here. And then we have the Page of Wands. And the antidote to fear is curiosity. This is the message of this card. As I said, start small, play, explore, just like a kid, just like a younger version of you, or the youngest version of you. Explore. You don't need a map, just a spark, okay? And the Tower in reverse, this is again avoiding, you know, when the tower shows up upright, everything is going to crumble, everything is going to fall down, and it's very much needed, and afterward there is a release, a new sense of beginning, a new sense of freedom. But when it's in reverse, then what he's saying is that you may be avoiding emotional collapse, but true healing often requires dismantling a false structure. What you are clinging to may be what's holding you back, you see? And this is the reason why you feel stuck in this moment. But I tell you, transformation is here, and you must allow it, okay? Okay, let's try to put more light here. This is a new setting because I have recently moved. Yeah, no, feels much better. Let's see what is the root of the fear, okay? All right. This is the King of Cups in reverse. So, at the core of your hesitation lies emotional instability. This may stem from a past where emotions were held safely by a partner or a parent or even by yourself. There is a fear that stepping forward will expose you to emotional chaos, or worse, emotional abandonment. You are not afraid of taking action. You are afraid of feeling deeply and not being met. Wow. And here there is another card, always from this deck, that somehow I miss. Here there is the Four of Swords in reverse. So the Four of Swords is about resting and kind of being vigilant too. But in this specific context, what I am getting here is that, and I know this can be kind of a stroke for some of you, but you are really avoiding that moment of okay, now I rest a little bit. I really take this very needed much needed nap, or I'm really avoiding you know, when you are busy doing this and that, traveling, working, organizing the house, taking care of everybody, there is this thing that you can never stop. Because the minute you stop, all the tiredness will fall on you like rocks, okay? And it's probably what you are fearing now. That's why. But it's a very much needed rest, a very much needed time of silence, breathing deeply, even meditating, because you really want to connect with your deepest emotions. You need it. It's important for you now. And it's the key of all this, okay? So now let's go to the Archangel Michael oracles. I am very devoted to Archangel Michael, and he's always with me, and it's an amazing power to have around you. So, and this is also, let's see, for emotional support, and what is the spiritual message to close. Wow, guys, that's marvelous. This situation is already resolved. My prayer. I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this. And then here there is a space to give details of the situation in a divinely perfect way. So the key is thank you for resolving this issue. You put the issue in a divinely perfect way. And this is the formula of manifestation. It's already done. It's already resolved. There is no problem anymore. And thank you for making this possible. Wow, guys, I just love this so, so much. I wish you all the best. And I want also to leave you with some reflection. Your next step in the relationship, it's not about a bold outward move. You see, it's about inner restoration, a healing silence, a release of emotional clutter, a reclaiming of your power. The door is open. You are the architect. You are the magician. No matter how small, with an open heart, okay? Take a little step. Take one step, no matter how small. Take it with an open heart. Take this step. And let silence guide you. Let clarity shape you. Let love, not fear, lead the way. And with these words, I pass to the second group. That was marvelous. That was a beautiful energy. I really, my heart is with you. I hope this has resonated with you. If so, please put a like, follow the channel. And let's go to embrace friendship. Okay. Let's see. You know what I feel here? I feel that this relationship feels rooted in deep companionship. Yet something is shifting here, guys. Those cards speak of a karmic turning point, where old imbalances must be seen, felt, and addressed in order to grow together or apart with integrity. You see? Let's see the other cards. But before, hold on. But before that, this is telling me something. You are asked to return to the heart of your connection. Is it a friendship? If it's a presence, you have to come back with honesty, okay? Whether romantic or platonic, the dynamic is asking you to slow down, release pressure, and reconnect with the purity of companionship. Love without expectation. This is what this card is telling you. Presence without control. So the question here is, what would happen if I honored this connection as a sacred friendship first, before anything? I think it would be marvelous, because friendship is so rich and so eternal. Let's see the other cards. Oh, the scribe. This is one of my past lives. I was a scribe. Wow, guys. That's awesome. Oh, it's card 12. And what this card is saying is that you are writing the next chapter of this relationship, my dear pile number 2. Consciously or not, the scribe reminds you your words and some assumption and the stories shape your reality. Are you repeating a painful pattern? Or are you consciously choosing a new narrative where you are happy, where you are loved, you feel loved, and you love, and it's mutual, and feels good, and feels tender? Oh my God, this is amazing. So the question here is, that you can ask yourself is, am I speaking from my wounds or my wisdom? And then by looking at this card, what comes to mind is, get rid of the old, okay? Do you see those scrolls on the floor? The way I perceive them is like the old narrative, dump it, ditch it, get rid of it, without attachment. I know there is emotional attachment because it's our wounds, and God knows if I am going through all the wounds and everything, but we all go, and we are all driven by wounds, and we also connect through wounds. But the narrative, you have to change it, okay? Really start to tell yourself nice things about this relationship in a way that feels good, okay? So, okay, here we have the Justice in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so those cards feel very powerful, okay? And they feel particularly hot, and I think they have a very powerful message for you from Spirit. So something has been out of alignment for too long. The Justice reversed. A truth has been distorted, ignored, or avoided. The connection is unbalanced, and that unbalance is unsustainable, okay? But Wheel of Fortune brings karmic motion. Whether you are ready or not, this story is shifting. The cycle is evolving. Change is inevitable. Good news, guys. The choice is whether you participate in it consciously, okay? You can no longer avoid the conversation you are avoiding. The wheel is turning. The table is turning. Step into truth or stay in the loop. This is the message that we are getting here. So, what lesson is being offered in this connection? Let's see. Oh, the Emperor. Wonderful. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Let's see. The Emperor. The Emperor teaches stability, structure, and emotional responsibility. A lesson in holding your ground without controlling the other. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, what I feel through those cards is that self-discipline is required in a way where you don't have to be, I mean, this message can be for everybody or just for few of you. It's very specific, and I am going to deliver it as I feel it, okay? As is arriving to me. This is not like I have to meditate 10 hours a day, I have to take a new master, no. This is breathing in decision and breathing out fear and this tendency to control, like, oh, okay, if I am the Emperor, then everybody has to do what I say, I have to be assertive, I have to be controlling, they have to do it on the spot. This is not the way I'm perceiving now this card. The way I'm perceiving it is trust the Emperor within you. Be clear in your communication and don't get attached to the, are people doing what I said? Are they scared of me? How is going to be the outcome? Because you need to make the first step through your internal Emperor. And in order to get there, to the full archetype, you really want to self-discipline and say, okay, this is the way I see it. I trust this is the way it is. and I take responsibility for the way I see this situation and the way I see myself acting into this narrative. So take your responsibility, be your own emperor. This is what the message I'm channeling is. Be your own emperor. Don't look at others if they are doing what you want, if you are speaking or not. Be your own emperor. Take responsibility for what you are doing. The luck is on your side. The table is shifting. The chance is coming to you. This Three of Pentacles in reverse reveals where cooperation is breaking down. Okay? So one person may be taking too much control or not contributing equally. The foundation is unbalanced. This is something that for some of you, you have to take, to be aware of, okay? And when it's unbalanced, it's not fair. But in order to make it fair and in order to be stable, because the emperor is the order, okay, the stability anyway, you have to be aware of and accept that this relationship is unbalanced. There is one of you is doing too much, far too much. I know you cannot wake up in the morning, and if you are doing too much, do nothing, or the half, or the other person, if he's not doing nothing. If you are the person who is not doing enough, you cannot do everything, but try to walk your talk at least and make a little change closer to a balanced situation every day, even if it's very little. So the correlation is here is that true power is shared power. Stability arises not from control, but from collaboration. Okay? So, what truth needs to be spoken to restore harmony at this point? Okay? Let's see. Oh, Four of Pentacles. Somebody's holding back, or emotionally, or energetically, or spiritually, or even with the money. This is a collective reading, so you have to know what you are holding back, okay? There's fear of vulnerability, and I am totally with you. My heart is with you. Being vulnerable is the biggest act of strength and courage we can ever have. So, this fear of vulnerability, of loss, or imbalance is there, but this guardedness, it's what is creating the very disconnection that person or you are afraid of. The fear of losing control, or like I'm holding back because I'm afraid of being hurt. So I cannot be vulnerable. And if you cannot be vulnerable, you cannot be fully loved. It happened to me. And there are many, many stories, but I can only tell you my story. Since a child, I have been doing the majority of the things, especially the emotional job, by myself. I wasn't relying on anybody, and with age, by years going on, I learned to rely on myself more and more. And when I show up in the society, people see me like a man and a woman at the same time, like I don't need anybody. So what I am working on now, and what is coming from this reading here, is that by showing your vulnerability, people can see you and love you. Or you think I need to feel safe before I can open fully. This is also my fear, and this is a fear shared with so many people. The idea here, the advice here is, and it's for me too, thank you pile number 2 for this, to speak not to be right, but to be real. We have to be authentic. So let's get to the closing message from Archangel Michael. Energy healing work. Okay. This is the prayer. Thank you for sending healing energy to me and through me, for my own blessings and for all those around me. Thank you for connecting me to loving and high integrity healers and teachers of energy healing modalities. Wow, guys, look at this card. It's marvelous. This connection isn't just emotional, it's energetic. That's what this card is saying. There may be past wounds, karmic residue, or unspoken emotional blocks that need to be replaced. Healing is required not only through dialogue, but also through energetic clearing and spiritual work. Whether it's Reiki, meditation, breath work, which is super powerful, it's free, no cost, and extraordinary powerful, or simply resting your nervous system. You are being guided to clear the energetic space within yourself and between you. Okay? So, this connection is calling you toward truth, clarity, and emotional balance. It's time to co-create a new story. One rooted is shared responsibility, open heart truth, and compassionate transformation. Let go of the old script. Speak from your soul, not your fear. Allow healing to reshape the dynamic. Healing is the bridge to harmony. Wow, guys. I don't know with how many of you this reading resonated, but I can tell you with me it did. It's amazing. A sip of water. And let's go to group 3, pile number 3. This connection carries a quiet depth. The cards reveal a sacred pose. You see the retreat. Not a breakup, not an ending, but a spiritual retreat meant to help you connect with your emotional truth before reaching to the other. So this card is telling This is not an escape, okay? When you think about retreat, you are like, oh, I'm withdrawing. No. It's a return to self. You are being called to step back, not to disconnect from the person, but to reconnect with your own essence. Step out of noise, step into silence. There is a clarity there. And ask yourself, am I searching for them before I have truly found myself? This is very common. This is so common. Let's see what cards we... Oh, the Queen of Roses. Oh, how beautiful. The Queen of Roses is the Sacred Heart, emotionally wise, open and radiant. Her presence signals love, compassion, and relational sensitivity. I love this card. I like to see myself into this card. But in this reading, she's also a mirror, okay? Are you giving too much to your heart, of your art, without tending to it first? This is the question. Are you giving too much of yourself? There is a connection to pile number 2. Are you loving from fullness or from longing? Okay? What does it mean, loving from fullness? I'm so full of love, which brings self-respect, which brings self-love, which comes with loving yourself and your shadow, and so you can love the other person. Or you feel like a transparent entity who feels complete just by loving another person, but giving from an empty cup. You see the difference? The longing of loving. And the question here is, can I keep my heart open without abandoning myself? This is deep. This is so deep. So, what is blocking emotional intimacy here? Let's see. Oh, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Let's pull another one. And the King of Cups upright. That's awesome. So, there's a disconnect between the desire to love and the ability to express it healthily, okay? The Knight of Cups in reverse represents emotional instability, impulsivity, or fear of being vulnerable. There's love here, but it's scattered or guarded behind charm and avoidance. And I want to tell you something, guys. I am, for those of you who resonate with this card, I'm totally with you, because we have been through so much. We went out with this heart in our hands, and people were playing with it, and some were even throwing it. Of course, now there is fear of being vulnerable, there is fear of being hurt, there is all those fears. But the King of Cups wants emotional maturity and connection, but maybe too self-contained or afraid to be emotionally exposed. So together, they show a conflict between yearning and withholding, fantasy and control, either within you or between you and the person. Okay, so what happens? What emotional path needs to be healed? Okay, what needs healing? Let's see. The Lovers. Oh, this is amazing. The sacred wound here is a misunderstanding of love itself, okay? There may be a tendency to idealize love as salvation, lose oneself into the other, fear that choosing deep connection means losing your freedom. This is about healing the idea that love must be either fusion or abandonment. Wow, guys, this is a biggie. There is a third way, love with sovereignty. Okay, this is something we took from Hollywood or fairy tales or grandmothers, grandmothers. It's in our lineage that love has to be devastating. We have to lose ourselves into it. Otherwise, it's not love with the capital L. No. We can love and still put boundaries and telling to the other person, this is the line in the sand that I drew that you cannot overcome. And if you cross this line, this is not acceptable anymore. And I think many of us, we have a lot of fear around setting boundaries because we are afraid that if we say no, the other person will be upset and will not love us anymore. But guys, if that happens, wasn't love in the first place. And you know what? They can leave and they can come back. But when they come back, they know that line they don't have to cross, and this is self-respect. And I tell this to myself first. But it's beautiful that it's coming out in such loving way, I find. Love with the sovereignty. But you know why with the sovereignty is? Because if we do not respect ourselves, they will not respect us. It's really cannot be self-respect and being respected in the same place. If I don't respect myself and I don't make myself respected, the other person will not do that, because the other person will always try to say, okay, let's do this and let's do that. By the end of all the essay, and always open, be okay to cross your boundaries or do whatever, and never us saying no when we feel it. They will feel bored and they will leave without even knowing us. In order to be loved, we have to be known. In order to be known, we have to be able to say no when you don't like it. Yes, this is what I want. Oh my God, this reading is for me. So, how to practically heal it? Okay, let's see. 8 of Wands. Slow down. Okay, don't rush the process. Yes, because when it's upright, the 8 of Wands, it's fast energy. When it's in reverse, in this case, it's release urgency. Be intentional with the communication. Oh my God, the communication is so important. And it's coming out for me all the time too. Be intentional with the communication. And if you are Aries, don't be aggressive. If you are Sagittarius like me, don't scare people with the intensity of your words. And you know yourself, okay? Allow space for emotion to integrate, which means find your balance your energies. Healing won't come from figuring it all out. It comes from presence, time, and emotional safety. Let your heart breathe. Let love unfold without pressure. Yeah, there are many people that they rush themselves. They feel always this sense of urgency. Even when nobody is rushing you, it's in you. I advise a little bit of meditation, even 1-2 minutes of deep breath, just to relax your muscles with the inhale from the nose, exhale from the mouth very slowly, or you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold your breath for 4 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. So let's see the final message with Archangel Michael. The person you are asking about, is trustworthy. That's awesome. My prayer. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Oh my God, this is marvelous. This is a divine confirmation. You can trust this connection, or at least you can trust that what's unfolding is aligned with your growth and emotional truth. It doesn't mean it will be perfect or without challenge, but it's safe to soften. It's safe to be vulnerable, safe to trust, safe to hope. I love this prayer anyway. And the final integration is, for you, group number 3, this connection invites you to come home to your own heart before reaching for others, okay? Heal the emotional patterns that confuse love with surrendering your selfhood, okay? Trust that slowing down creates space for real intimacy to bloom, okay? Don't rush this relationship. Know that your feelings are real and that this connection is not here to harm you. It's here to grow you. That's beautiful. Your heart knows what's true. Let silence speak. Let trust build. Let love find its rhythm. And with these words, I wish you all the best. And until next time. Ciao.